All right, so for this next exercise, what we're talking about here is combining a hinge motion and a row motion, rowing, or a horizontal pulling motion, and combining them together. Because we have this thing where we have these oblique slings or these kinetic chain of muscle groups that like to work together. And in this in particular, we're talking about the lat crossing over into the opposite butt cheek or glute, if you will. Those work really well together, especially for rotational athletes and generating power. So for this exercise, you're gonna have a band or you're gonna have a cable. This is an Anchor pulley system. But for here, you can have your foot, the back leg supported by something. You can have it on top of something, on a bench, on a stool, on a chair, whatever you have. Or you can go to the advanced option of single leg stance or just, toe tap in the ground. But for here, set up, decent amount of weight, depending on if you're going for speed or if you're going for some strength. But regardless, this is gonna work some stability. But we have opposite arms and legs. So left arm, right leg is working. We're gonna row and pull. Make sure that this hip isn't like this, right? We wanna make sure that that belt buckle is over that knee or pointing towards that knee. So we're loaded through that hip as we pull, as we row. Another piece of it too is we wanna draw that belly in, make sure that we have the core engaged and the back, low back kind of neutralized, if you will, or put into a neutral position. So here for single leg stance, I'm gonna kind of set up like this. I'm gonna turn my pelvis inward, where the belt buckle, if I had one on, would be pointing towards that knee. Make sure you push through that big toe that's on the ground to help stabilize the arch of your foot. It's also gonna make that hip burn. There's a connection between that and the hip muscle. Now from here, you're gonna row. You have to stabilize. You might lose your balance, and that's okay. And so when you row out, breathe in, breathe out when you row. You can get a little bit of rotation here too if you wanted to. But for this exercise, it's really working a lot of those stability muscles, cross-body stability muscles, single leg stance, single leg stability. A lot of great things. You can load it up, or you can go light. You can go with speed and kind of some quickness, or you can take it slower, depending on what you're going after today.